Hello and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while. It's been a few weeks since my last failure video, which got a bunch of views, probably like twice as many as the other ones. I don't know if it's because I messed up or because I made a thumbnail. Either way, thanks for watching. And I'm back. I got a million excuses as to why I haven't posted, but that's not really important, I guess. The important thing is that we're back. I'm back at it out here. And I have made some decent progress. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we're kind of back to where it all started here. On the transmission jack, shout out, transmission jack, MVP. So anyway, after my botched primer job, I scuffed everything up with some Scotch-Brite, and I hit it with some Rust-Oleum spray, like rust converter stuff, and then I hit it with some VHT chassis paint, a couple coats of that, and I think it turned out pretty good for a home job, honestly. So I got the new bearing press into one side that I messed up. That's all good to go. Learned my lesson on that one. And we got everything back together here. We got these, I guess they're called toe links back on. We got these little links here. I got my rear steering eliminator solid bushings. We got these trailing arm bushings in. We got my extended lugs. I knocked out all the lugs out of the spacer, and I just have the lugs coming out of the hub now, which I think should be a little better. Like I said, one of them ended up being snapped when I took it out. I guess maybe you'll notice that I did not put in the solid bushings on the rear or the subframe, and there is a reason for that. So I don't know if I made this clear, but this is definitely a street car. Spends most of its time on the street, and I was doing a little research, and people were saying that these the solid bushings for the subframe and the rear make the car kind of like unbearable to drive on the street. So I was not looking forward to that. Working on 35-year-old cars definitely has its challenges. A lot of these nuts and bolts I had to like rethread them for some reason. Like they all came off, but they didn't want to go back on, and I didn't want to force them back on because we all know how that goes. So for these toe arms, I just took a measurement off the old ones, and I just set these like ballparked it. So the camber won't be too bad. I'm definitely gonna have to get an alignment after all this, of course. But you know, I just want to get it somewhere close. These eccentrics, of course, I didn't mark them, so I just kind of set them in the middle of the road there of their adjustment. And also, I don't know if we could see, but I put this link in there, and I also measured that out and set that to what the original one was. All right, so I'm back out here again. It's Sunday. Last night I went in the house. I was just thinking about some stuff. I went online, and I happened to stumble across this dude. I think his name is Botero. He was building the subframe for his car, and he had an interesting idea of basically drilling a hole here and a hole here, and then bang, basically putting a piece of chain across the front. This back chain, that's for the transmission jack. But basically you bolt this chain down to hold the front of the differential in, because stock mount is pretty flimsy, honestly. And the Mazda competition mount's like, I don't know, it's expensive. I think it's like 300 bucks. I did. All right, well, that was extremely simple. Literally took me about 10 minutes. I just cut a piece of chain that I had laying around, and I actually had the hardware laying around too. So total cost was like $0 and about 15-20 minutes worth of work. I just drilled a hole here, drilled a hole there, put these M10 bolts in with some fender washers, and it's tight, man. I guess we'll have to see if it works. Cool. Alright, while everything was out from underneath the rear of the car, I decided to pull out the rear sway bar here. Just gonna clean it up. Got some new poly bushings for it. And the party don't stop over here. Here we have a, I think a 7/16 socket up top, and on the bottom is a 24 to press out the bushings and the sway bar end link. I think that's out. Let us see. Yep, that's it. All right, so I got all the big chunks out of rubber in here with this rat tail file. Now I'm gonna clean it up with this Dremel, I think. All right, and there we have it. Not too bad. So that's gonna do it for this video. It's all buttoned up, everything's all torqued and whatnot. I even painted the brake rotors, if you can see. They're so pretty. So I got some more stuff lined up. I'm about to order some suspension parts. And I got one other kind of like maintenance, project I gotta do. I might film that later this week. It seems to be getting warmer, which is a plus. I love it. It makes me want to drive the car more. So it makes me want to get it done. So I'm going to try to bang a bunch of stuff out this week, and hopefully I could be driving it by this weekend. That'd be really nice. And thanks everybody for watching. Of course, like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, and I'm going to try to get out some more regular content for sure. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good one.